For this week's video, I wanted to share with you the workouts that I'm doing to try to lose 50 pounds. Hello, welcome back to my channel, or welcome here if you are new. My name is Christy Alley. So if you are new here, I recently gained back all the weight that I ever lost, so I am working to lose that again. I am currently about 23-ish pounds down as of today. So I wanted to share with you what I'm doing in case you are also on a journey and are interested in what other people are doing. Bear in mind, a lot of the workouts that I'm doing right now are for beginners. Granted, this isn't the first time that I've been trying to lose weight, but this is the level that I'm at. So I utilize GrowWithJo videos, which are the videos that I was utilizing in my last journey. So I'm going to link down all the videos that I showed you that I did below so that you can check them out if you are interested. GrowWithJo, she does a lot of aerobic style workouts, so there's a lot of walking in place in addition to working out the various parts of your body for whatever the video is for. So without further ado, here is my week.
Here's voiceover Christy. Monday was arms day. I did the warm up with a 1 pound weight for a little resistance. And then I moved into the 5 pound weights for my workout. She does this workout with a 3 pound weight, but I'm up to 5 pounds now. Not for the full duration, but for most of it at least. I'll never get YouTube Premium because I love the extra water breaks. I was so nervous about arm day that I put it off for 2 weeks because I hurt my shoulder with bad form. So I was very nervous, and eventually you'll see where there's some pain and I moved to the 3 pounders again. So it's not perfect yet, but I'm getting there. I do have plans to eventually do this whole workout with the 5 pounds weights, but as you'll see here, I ended up finishing the rest of it with that 3 pound weight because it was just getting a little difficult to manage the 5 pound weights, especially with my shoulder, but alas, I did get through the day. The cool down is my favorite part. Tuesday was leg day, and yes, it's another Grow with Joe video. I really was not in the mood to work out today, but I pushed myself to do it anyway, and I was so glad that I got it done. Some of these moves I didn't really feel like were targeting my legs and glutes, and that's probably my fault. I was just trying to follow along with Joe the best that I could, so some of it was just me trying to rush to keep up with her pace, and some of it, of course, was lack of rhythm. So it was just a lot of here and there, but overall it was a pretty good workout, and I did burn a good amount of calories. So all in all, I say it was a successful day. Now next week I do plan to do the 45-minute and high intensity Grow with Joe legs and glutes workout, but for this week I really just wanted something simple and quick.
Now, Wednesday, I was taking a break from doing some videos, and just in time because my time of the month decided to arrive early, which is a non-stickle victory low-key because my cycle was all out of whack when I was at my heaviest. And I want to, have a healthy body to be able to have a baby in the future. So I'm very glad that is getting back on a good cycle. So just in time for that, I was taking a little break from the workouts. I was still getting my steps in for the day, walking in place at my desk. I don't have any footage of that just because it's at my desk while I'm working, and they don't want us to have cameras or anything for, obvious reasons. So, yeah.
Thursday was abs and booty day, and I have to tell you, in the moment I felt like I was doing a lot of these moves wrong, but just like with leg day, the following day surprised me with how sore I was. Also, color me shocked, I was not surprised to find that I had very little core strength. A lot of the moves, like I said, I wasn't sure if I was even doing them right, but they really had me feeling sore that next day because I was barely being able to sit up when I was in bed, and just overall I could definitely feel that I worked out those muscles, which hey, that was the point. So I am glad that I ended up doing that workout because I was really losing momentum since it was towards the end of the week. Also, can't you tell with the face I was making during that side plank? I was really having a rough time with this workout. Also, I was so happy to see burning 150 calories since this wasn't one of the more aerobics-like workouts. By Friday, I was beyond burnt out. I really did not want to do this workout. I was cold, I was tired, and I was just over it. I had already hit well over my steps for the day, so I just really didn't see a point in doing yet another workout. But I reminded myself that I did commit to doing at least 4 Grow with Joe videos a week, so that's what I was going to do. This was Friday after all, so it was the last one, and then Saturday I could focus on steps and then have my rest day Sunday. Overall, I'm so glad that I stuck to my goal and did it, because I wouldn't say it was the most intense workout, but it was well enough that it worked what it needed to and just kept my body moving. So I'm glad I did it. Granted, I didn't want to, and I wore that hoodie the entire time and barely broke a sweat until the end, but I am glad that I stuck it out. I will say it does go to show that when you do stick out to the plan of what you tell yourself you're going to do, you do feel a sense of achievement afterwards. So that is a plus as well.
And then this brings us to Saturday. So Saturday, I was of course not going to do another video because I only wanted to stick to 4 videos a week. I did still get my steps in, and then I ended up leaving work a little early because my husband, his job was having a family day, so I wanted to go join that. So I got to leave work early and got a few more steps in at that family day. I did also end up eating a caramel covered apple then. No regrets because it was amazing. I had to split it into 2 sittings though because it was so sweet, but I did splurge and get that. But all is well. This week I am down 0.5 pounds. I know that's not a lot, but for one, it's my period week, so I'm giving myself grace there. But also, at least it's trending down and not going up, so that's a plus. Thank you guys so much for watching this week's video. If you would like to follow along on my journey, feel free to subscribe and like this video if you liked it, and leave a comment if any of this resonated with you, or if you have any recommendations or suggestions for things that I can do on my journey and for upcoming content. I hope you have a great rest of your week, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.